Looks like it's going to all the way around. Right now, there you go. Thank you.
It's bad, but it's strange. Strange to me.
Commissioner Shader will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Gentlemen, do we have any additions or deletions to the agenda?
No, sir.
None.
Do we have a motion to approve the minutes to the March 5th public business meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we'll move right into our first presentation. Allegany College of Maryland Human Service Associate Program, Capstone Project, Sexual Assault on College Campuses. All yours.
Thank you very much. I would like to thank all of you for the opportunity to speak. And my name is Rachel Apple, and I'm speaking on behalf of Allegany College of Maryland's Human Service Program. I'm here to address an issue that affects not only college campuses, but our nation as a whole. 1 in 4 female students in their college career, as well as 33 men, or 1 in 33 men in their lifetime, are victims of sexual assault. Sexual assault does not affect just one day in a life, it affects every day for the rest of the life. This topic is a very uncomfortable topic, and it's something that is not comfortable for anyone to talk about. So I'm asking all of you, outside of your comfort zone, and come with us to feel the pain and the suffering of these victims. We need to make a change in their lives and the lives of generations to come. So I'm asking you to come with us at Allegany College of Maryland. Our administration has been very active in maintaining our campus's safety. We want to spread awareness of the issue in our community and to ensure the safety of all of our residents, as Allegany College of Maryland has been doing for their students. In every 1,000 women attending college, there are 33 incidents of rape each academic year. That is 35 too many. So we want this to be more than just an intellectual experience. We want this to be motivational. We want this to spark action. As leaders of our community, we need you. We are asking you to join us on April 22nd at 6 p.m. along with April 23rd from 11 to 2:30. But most importantly, we need you at 12:30 on the 23rd to walk a mile in their shoes.
That's the sharing the pain part, right?
Yes, very much so. So we're asking you as leaders to stand with us and fight against sexual assault, because this is more than just a campus-wide thing. This is our community, our wives, our sisters, everything. Thank you for your support and your time.
Would you care to introduce your fellow students there?
Yes, I am Jennifer Duncan and Tina Geiger.
San Francisco. And Creed will be glad to walk in 8-inch stilettos. I've seen him do it. Okay,
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
much.
Okay, item 2, Jake, it's all yours.
Thank you, Commissioner Valentine. Competitiveness work group is something that we've been working on since I came into office, and I appreciate your and Creed's support on it. And so this is something that I think the county needs. And so basically it is a 9-member work group, 3 persons appointed by each commissioner. And one of the differences of this committee that I think a lot of committees get bogged down in is that this has a set end date and a start date. So we went from summer recommendations of what the county can do moving forward. So their report will include recommendations, including but not what Allegany County should be advocating from both the state and federal government. So a lot of times we're not coherent, I guess you could say, in our local community, and this would help us get on the same page with the county, the municipalities, and some other groups. Realistic reforms that Allegany County can take to make the area more competitive, not only for business, but also for residents, to make it more attractive for residents to live and work in our area. And finally, all recommendations would include metrics and suggested actions that can be taken to achieve the outline. So they're not just pie in the sky, they're not just, we should do this, it's how are we going to get there. And so in the next few weeks, you'll be hearing more about that in terms of membership, and we'll get rolling on that.
Thank you, Jake.
Thank you. And here's a copy for the record.
Okay. Before we move on, Bill, thank you very much, Commissioner Shade, for putting this out there, because I do think that this is going to be important, because there is a lot of very important businessmen and people in our area that don't feel that they actually have a voice in this. So I think that this is going to draw some excitement. So thank you, sir.
Okay, our next item is a public hearing on the road closing petition. The road closer supreme himself, Mr. Kazar.
Here we are. My client today is RCL Development, which owns about a 5-acre parcel along Winchester Road. The parcel has some roads across it that were part of an old development that never materialized. So this is a petition to were some other hoops we had to go through, making arrangements with LaValle Sanitary. All that's been satisfied. So this is the petition to actually close, the second petition. It's been duly advertised. I have a petition to close along with the certification from the newspaper. We've presented and asked, I suppose, if there's anybody who has any comments or any opposition to that road closing. Hearing none, we offer it this time.
Gentlemen, since there's no opposition to this, do I have a motion to close the road in this petition?
Motion proceeds.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
You got it, Bob.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mr. Everly, for consent agenda.
Commissioners, very brief consent agenda this evening. We have 3 items to consider. We have board appointments for items number 5 and 6. Planning and Zoning Commission term for Kim Hebner for a 5-year reappointment, and for Steve McCray to fill the unexpired term of Ted Robinette, who is asked to step down off the board at this time. We also have reappointments for the county's Classified Employees Appeals Board, and an award of $200 each for Allegany and Mountain Ridge High Schools, $200 for their after-prom programs.
Gentlemen, do we have a motion to accept the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Creed, do you have any other statements you'd like to make?
No, sir, I actually have nothing to say this evening. No, I did earlier, and it kind of escaped me. I'm getting to the age where I'm going to have to start writing things down.
Okay, Mr. J.
I will say that we started our budgeting process today. In most of our outside agencies that we fund came in understanding the situation that the county's in financially, that the state's in financially, and I deeply appreciate them for taking that into account when they were asking for flat funding or very small increases for the most part. So thank you for that.
And on my part, last 2 weeks I've been doing a lot of run up and down the road to Annapolis, giving a lot of testimony. Jake can tell you the feelings down in Annapolis right now, starting to warm up to each other a little bit, but early on it was definitely Democrat versus Republican down there. A few of the things we were hoping to see, which was one of the big things, was a return of highway user funds. Doesn't look like that's going to happen this year. I helped design a bill that was put through by MACO, hoping to make it easier for county governments to make one-time donations to boards of education without it going into maintenance of effort. State education fallback bill, so it looks like that's going to die. It was a nice meeting. The Chamber of Commerce has a leadership Allegany class that they take to Annapolis once a year. They get to go down and learn a lot about how state government works. Got to meet people down there. That's always a real good time. And then also, the ACIT tournaments were here just recently, and that brings in a very large number of people. It's a well-known and nationally known basketball tournament. A lot of the players that play in that tournament go on to some very good careers. So it's been a pretty interesting past 2 weeks. Okay, we'll go to our public comments. Ed?
Commissioners, thank you. For the record, my name is Edward W. Taylor, Jr. Address is 400 South Allegany Street, Cumberland, Maryland. Excuse me. I have a letter, a 2-page letter from the Cumberland Historic Cemetery Organization for all 3 commissioners, and we were going to mail it. However, I thought it would be better if I present these letters at your public meeting. Basically, what the letter simply is our yearly request, which we tried to do this last year. It didn't work so well, and we're doing it again, 2nd year in a row, for a small portion of the hotel motel tax for the Cumberland Historic Cemetery Organization. The main issue why I decided to come and what I'm concerned about, As you well know, in our opinion, and when I say our, that is the board of the Cumberland Historic Cemetery Organization, we were led down the primrose path last year by former Commissioner Michael McKay. And our request for the amount. I believe at the time we originally asked for 13,000 and that, or 10,000 or something like that, and then we lowered it to 3, and even that went on deaf ears. An example I'll give, the Allegany Arts Council, who I have no beef with. They are very important to this community, especially to our tourist community. They asked for 35 grand, they got 35 grand. I have a copy of Washington County's hotel motel tax procedure and how organizations are allowed to represent themselves. If a historic organization, and that we are, we've been in this community for 32 years, request any amount, they're all invited to the hearing. From what I gather, and correct me if I'm wrong, it seems to me it's the groups that have gotten it for year after year after year, they're the ones that are invited back. The Maryland Trails were not heard from last year, and I believe last year was their first or second year that they also requested. And this type of mentality is really unacceptable and really completely unfair. We have a lot of documentation with our programs and our projects we have throughout the year where we do put people in hotels and motels. We erected a monument last fall to Thomas Bell, a Revolutionary War soldier, founder of Cumberland, where hundreds of people turned out. We had at least 39 reservations in the area, including the Bell family, the founding family of Cumberland from Redlands, California, flew out here for this event. And that's just one event I can just pull off the top of my head. But we have never asked for hotel motel tax until just last year. We're asking again. And many of the groups that are receiving it, they've been doing it for decades. Years ago, in my younger years, I was against this hotel motel tax. I spoke repeatedly against it. Stop it. It's not going to stop, as you all well know. It's going to be here to stay. So we are of the opinion that if it's here to stay, since we have been around for 32 years, we are a major integral part of Allegany County tourism, according to Barb Gill, the tourism director, and she did relay to me, and also the finance office did relay to me, we've had a banner year in hotel motel tax. We have over $1 million this year. We're asking for $12,000 this year. But the main reason I'm here standing before you, we would like to be invited to the hearing and have a fair shot like all the other groups. So I'll pass my letter out, and you all can take a look at that. And gentlemen, thank you so much for your time.
Ed, when we spoke in my office, did you make the list like I asked you to make of monies you'd spent, where you'd spent it, like on your...
Yes, we sent that to the finance office.
Thank you. Jim Chambers. State your name and your address for the record.
James F. Chambers, Route 1, Box 195I, Mount Savage, Maryland. 21545, in the good state of Maryland, in Allegany County. I was wondering if maybe somebody could follow me a little bit, or you guys could follow me a little bit on this map. Mr. Callen has helped me tremendously back there so far, okay?
This is actually sunny side.
I'm also a fan of the ACITs, and Mr. Trimble, who scored the most points last year in the ACITs, is doing a terrific job for Maryland right now. As I said, I had several questions, but Mr. Cal has come back and some of the answers. What I'm concerned about is the water and the Sunnyside area, and the section that I reside, and also Lower Sunnyside. Lower Sunnyside definitely needs water. There's no question about it. Some of the people in Upper Sunnyside need water. There's no question about it. And everybody agrees with me that I've talked to that they should have water. But some of the people in Sunnyside cannot afford to pay for the water for them. The map I put up there is the map of George's Creek. George's Creek is a community located in Upper Sunnyside. And if you come up Woodcall Road and catch Avery Avenue, this community was developed by George Stern. And if you come up to Stern Avenue from Avery Avenue, on the right, before you pass Stern Avenue, is Ronnie Lynn's house. Ronnie Lynn needs water. If you cross Avery Avenue, you have Darrell Glass's house on Avery Avenue. He needs water. If you're going up on the left to Stanton Avenue on the corner, we have Donnie McLeaves who needs water. If we go out to the left of Stanton, Doug Hewitt out at the end, he needs water. Also up close to the railroad track, he needs water, okay? Now, from Avery Avenue all the way out to the end, nobody wants water. Nobody. There's 11 houses there. Everyone living there is on a fixed income. They're all retired. Out at the end, we have Mr. Valentine. Mr. Valentine is not on this map, but one of those little things that looks like a house, that's where he's located. Okay? Now, I did a little walk, and from Avery Avenue out to his house is 1,680 feet. From Lower Sunnyside up to his house is about 100 yards. Now, if they go across the old CMP railroad track and go up and get those people up there, then it is closer. And there is a road that goes across there. It's a road it's a farm road where they've when they're cut hay. And what I'm asking is, if we don't need no water, the other 10 houses, let me back that up. We have one house who is not retired, and that's Mr. Robinson's house there. He works for the brickyard. He makes $19,000 a year, and he can't afford it either.
I don't want it either because I spring water myself.
But what I'm asking, if for them not to run the water out there, but try to get Mr. Valentine water.
And Mr. Kale can speak in much more detail about this, but you know, at our last meeting, that was something that we had talked about, splitting Sunnyside into two parts, really, and that was part of going house to house, really trying to
Well, take 10, take 10,
Take-
and try to get
Okay.
Mr. Valentine.
If,
Or-
it'd be something, you know, Paul's department could take a look at it. If it would meet the financial guidelines to remove 10 homes, then the line would be there if those people ever needed it. It'd be easy enough to run a spur line or something like that.
And remember, we have financial guidelines too.
Everybody
Yes.
can.
Yeah, right.
We realize that.
Right.
We realize
And when you're on a fixed income, you're just balked.
The benefit of this project, it seems like everyone on one street wants the project, and everyone on another street doesn't want the project, so that gives us a little bit more flexibility, preliminarily looking at it.
I do know they need it down lower Sunny side because the houses went were practically nothing because there wasn't no water.
Right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Chambers.
Can we hang on to this map for?
No,
Paul?
that's his. He's going,
We can make a copy of that.
we're going to try, something's in the works here, it looks like we might be able to accommodate both parties. As you all know, I've been involved since the beginning. I want to thank you for something separate. You know, I've known you quite a while, and you're a very respectable guy, and thank you very much for your help in the community. You know, the other night at the meeting up there, there was two different factions, disagreeing, we'll just leave it that way. But at the end of the meeting, you was the utmost respectable, and it ended with that. So I most certainly appreciate that, and I know that you're working in the community to try to ease some of the tensions up there. So, and I appreciate that, sir. So,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Okay, just a few reminders. Our next public business meeting will be March 26th here in this room. Our budget hearing schedule is published, and we'll be continuing on our budget hearings. We're going to have an announcement of Alleghany County Health Department accreditation recognition. There'll be a press release on that. Our health department, it took about 2.5, 3 years. It was a major feat to get a national accreditation, and we want to do something for them on that. And there'll be an